Looks like it's full. We just charged 41.57 kilowatts. That's pretty good. Let's find our car. This is not my car. My car is a little bit down. There she is. And let's unplug it. Okay, let's start it up. So this is the first time I charged my car to 100%. Let's see if it's 100%. Yes, it is. Usually I charge it up to 80% just to reduce battery degradation. So that's our full range estimate, 448 kilometers. I will reset the trip so that we can see how we'll actually will do on today's road trip. Just reset it to zeros. So just before I get out, I just want to say that our plan is to go to one of the towns in the part of Latgale. It's called Preli. We'll have to go through Rezekne. So, and at first we'll do a little bit of traveling around Riga because I need to pick some friends, pick up some stuff, go to the store, and then we'll head road with a 100% charge. And I think we'll be able to do the whole trip without any charge. But then there's a bunch of chargers all the way the road. Almost every 30 kilometers in Latvia you have a charger. So we'll see how this trip goes. Open up sesame. Let's get on the road. It opens fully and out to the sunshine. Weather is supposed to be good today, maybe some occasional rain. So I just drove 8.3 kilometers. Let's see, the consumption was 14.5 kilowatts per 100 kilometers. It was mostly a city drive. And there's just some cool things that I wanted to show on my Kia E-Niro EV dashboard. So you see that is our charge, 98%. And here you can see that we still have 456 kilometers left. Even though we drove 8 kilometers, it was actually increased because it was 448. So it's still trying to figure it out what the range is going to be. It's probably going to be lower than that because most of that is going to be highway driving. If it's in the city, it's obviously nice. And here it says like if we turn off the climate, then this is going to be our range. But obviously we're going to keep the climate on even though it's 23 degrees outside, but it's still nice to be cool. Another cool thing is that when we go to EV info, you can see like it gives like an estimate of how far we can go. So looks like we're obviously not gonna go to Gotland in the sea because we cannot get there, but see like this is how far we can get from Riga. But this is in the straight line. Like we can go to Russia. We can go almost to Warsaw. We can easily go to Tallinn over here, which is only 300 kilometers away. You can even hop on a ferry and get to Helsinki. So that's the range estimate. And today we will actually be going, I think it's somewhere over here. I'll show you in a minute, like our Google Maps trip, but this is where we're gonna go. So we should easily get there without any charge. So we just 30 kilometers into the drive. We just all around Riga, went all to the one place, another place. So here's the plan for today. We will go to Rezekne and then to Predi. So overall it should take 3 hours and 37 minutes. And I think we will not have to do any charges for this road there. Probably only on the way back we'll have to stop. So let's get on the road. Alright, so now you can see I have a cruise control on, and this cruise control it has a central keeping central lane. It keeps me still in the central lane. So all I need to do is basically just every once in a while I just need to touch the wheel, and if the road has a line in each side of the lane, it will keep you in the center. So it's kind of very relaxing right now. So it just gave me keep your hands on the steering wheel. I just move it a little bit, and pretty much it takes all of the turns of the road. Like you see, we have another turn. I'm not doing anything, and it takes it smoothly. Keeps 100 kilometers. I will increase it a little bit to 105. But we have a speed limit ahead on 70, so I'll just reduce it to 80, so that police doesn't give us a trouble. But I would say I think it does 80% of what the Tesla autopilot currently does, and this is Kia E-Niro. So we just got through a town named Jekabpils, driving here behind a lorry, so I have to stop now. I just wanted to say that like we've driven 160 kilometers and the range is 294, which is quite accurate, because when we started it was saying it's gonna be like 450, 460. So it's on track. It's in line with the estimate that was earlier. So yeah, so we will continue our drive, and I'll give you an update next time when we get to our next location. Yeah. Doing these turns. Oh, so crazy! Pietrana, yeah, the lane marking was a bit there because there was a bus stop, so you got a little bit confused. So you got to be careful with places like these. All right, back to dancing. What a beautiful sight. And a Latvian countryside. So we have arrived to Rezekne. So it's been 260 kilometers and 162 left. So I think I was just now driving a little bit excessively. There's actually one place where it shows like, yeah, I've been 5% dynamic. I think whenever you drive in dynamically in a sports mode, the consumption really goes up, and I think it really affects the range. But we still have 162 kilometers left in the range. Probably more, because it's calculated that I've been driving really fast and excessively very dynamic in a sports mode. So probably if I go back to eco, driving for like 10 or more kilometers, the range might increase, but we'll find out. We only have like 50 kilometers left in the strip, so without the charge, and we'll probably have over 100 kilometers left, and we'll probably do the charge the next day. So we're here driving in Rezekne. We have about like 50 kilometers left.
Drink zone!
We're drinking a little bit. So my hope is that this vlog will become a little bit better, or something on the level of Finland Tony. He is the one who drives E-Niro in Finland. So my hope that this will be something like his blog. So we have arrived at our location. I was supposed to have a party and drinking, so I'm just shooting this quick video so then I can go back to, well, start drinking, not go back to, even though I had one little sip already on the road, on the way here. So here's the result. We've drove 322 kilometers and the range left is 81 kilometers. So if it was 400, so 320 plus 80, that's 400. So it was off by 50 kilometers, so range. But a lot of it, we had a little bit of, where was it? Let me find it. A little bit of dynamic driving, and you see a lot of it normal. So we weren't driving really economical way. So I guess if I was driving in a more like a safer and cautious way, it would have been, I think the range estimate would have been correct. So, but that's it. I guess we'll go drinking now, and tomorrow the first thing we'll do as we head back is to find the first place for a charger. Okay, so let's open up the app. So it's time to hit the road. I had some drinking last night, but now I'm good to go. I just blew in the tube, and I'm at the acceptable level. So basically, we have a range of 69 kilometers. So we are here, and like the next, this is how we're gonna go, like here and then here. So this charger is 37.43 kilometers away, and then the next one is, I think this one, other one is a supercharger, is 58 kilometers away, while our range is 69. So I guess we'll get to this charger here and see what the range estimate is, to see if we can make it all the way to this charger in Rezekne. So yeah, this is the fun part about having an EV. You have this little bit of anxiety, not knowing whether you will make it or not. Well, usually you always must have a backup, but this is the fun part of having an EV. Okay, so we're driving now. It's 51 kilometers of range left, and that next charger, that farthest one, it's 43 kilometers away. So it's really like 8-kilometer difference. So it's a bit of a pushing. So that's why I guess we'll stop at that earlier charger. I think I'm making that call now, making that decision now. So yeah, it's better be safe instead of pushing the limits of the. Even though I'm in eco mode and I've turned the AC off, I'm still having only 8 kilometers or 7 now spare. I don't think it would be very wise, so that's why we'll stop in this closest charger. So I have arrived at the charger, and we can see that we've driven 359 kilometers, and the remaining range is 29 kilometers. So basically the real range of this car is 390 kilometers, which is still pretty good because most of that was highway miles, and I was kind of speeding, going mostly 110 at the speed of 110. Yeah, so we have like 8% charge. It's still on this map says that we could have gotten to that second charger, but I really don't want to risk it. It's like, I think it's 25 kilometers away from here, and the range is 29. So let's plug it in and see how it goes. Good thing I have this E-Mobi card. Makes it a bit faster. You don't have to mess with an app. Okay, I need the CCS. That's how we call it. Changing my hand. Hello. Let's select this one and let's connect to the charging. And fingers crossed it will go all well. It says it does like a security check, so user is authenticated, transport has been recognized, successful communication, and then security check is doing some security check. That should be good. And yep, it's charging. 8% is right now our charge, and there should be kilowatts coming up. Right, so just got in the car and you can see the estimate here that that until 90% it's still going to take 1 hour and 23. I've set the reason why it shows 90% because I set the max limit for DC charger at 90%, but what's more important is the 80% speed, the speed up to 80%. So it will take 1 hour and 4 minutes. Oh, it just disappeared. Not sure why. If I open the door, it comes up again. And the charging speed is 44 kilowatts per hour, which is quite good. So the whole battery is 64 kilowatts. Probably the kind of, how do you say, useful volume is probably like something like, what would I say, probably like 62 kilowatts. So basically in 1 hour you'll get 44 kilowatts, which I think is quite good. It's quite fast charging. So yeah, let's take a chill and let's find out what there is in this town of Malta. This is actually not like the island of Malta, but the Malta in Latvian countryside. So we've been here for an hour and the speed is 49 kilowatts. So that estimate of 1 hour and 5 minutes was kind of spot on. So, and the speed's quite good. It's 49, 50 kilowatt hours. It's still not dropping yet. So once it reaches closer to 80, I think it will start, the charging speed will start dropping. But it's not bad. Taking 1 hour from 8% to 76%. Now we're at 77% and the speed is dropping to 36 kilowatt hours. So it dropped to 23 kilowatts, 24. So I guess it's time to unplug now. So take my cart. We'll get out of the vehicle. First we need to stop it. Machine's off. So we got 49.60 kilowatts, 1 hour and 4 minutes. So let's unplug it. Close these lids and get going. Oh, this one needs to go first. This one after. Let's see what our range estimate is now. Let's power up. One annoying thing about Kia E-Niro is all these beeps and blops at the beginning. So we got 79% charge, 339 kilometers, which I think should be enough to take us to Riga, to our destination, final destination. Charger sign. It's got level 3 regen. Will stop me, and then it will roll. There's another Kia E-Niro, a newer version. So just got home in my garage. This is the whole trip, 600, almost 640 kilometers. We got 14% of battery left and 56 kilometers of range left. So you see the consumption, what kind of dropped down a little bit towards the end. It's on the way back. It's now average consumption 16 kilowatts per 100 kilometers. So apart from that, I'm being really tired with this trip. Super tired. I just want to go and jump into the bed. Want to tell you now, so it's we just did only one charge outside of home. So now I'm at home again. I'll plug my car back again and let it charge overnight. So yeah, there was only one charge when I used rapid charger, and the one in Malta, where we stopped for an hour and 4-5 minutes. So I guess at the end I just want to talk about the costs of charging. So like charging at home was like my tariff is 10 cents per kilowatt hour, and so I charge 60 kilowatts, so that's €6 at home. That's the initial charge up to 100%, and then the charge outside was the charge in the rapid charger. It cost €9.60, where we charged, I think, 50 kilowatts hours. So it ends up around 19 kilowatts per 19 cents per kilowatt, which is quite good. In Latvia, in E-Mobi network, it's quite good that you pay 15 cents for charging minute, regardless of what the charging speed is. So I had a pretty good speed, and that's why that price is a lot less. And it's another good thing is because you pay by minute, it kind of gives incentive everyone to charge up until 80% and then leave the charger open for everyone else, instead of like just occupying the space and waiting until charge for 100%. That has happened for me. I had a person in front of me. I think in Estonia that happens quite a lot in these NFIT chargers, where users over in that network pay, I think it's 29 cents per kilowatt hour. And over there, like it was 2 times. They were like, "Oh, we still have like it shows until 100%. It will take like hour and a half." I'm like, "Why are you charging until 100%? You should only charge until 80% in the rapid chargers, because then the charging speed declines rapidly." As you saw, I saw how it happened. Even it was like, I think when it hit 77%, it started to drop. So yeah, all the lights are going on in the underground garage because someone's getting out. But yeah, so that's the end of the trip. So in total, it cost me 15 euros. If I did this trip in a petrol car, with the price of fuel now at €2 per liter, and let's assume that it was like 7-8 liters per 100 kilometers. So that would be probably, I don't know, it would cost me like over €100, and now I only paid 15 euros. So like significant cost savings when it comes to driving this electric vehicle. So yeah, so that was my first big road trip with this car that I did by myself. Not by someone else, because this car had 2 previous owners. So yeah, that's my experience. I hope you found this useful, and I'll continue make some videos, more videos just like these. All right, take care. Bunch of dead mosquitoes in front of my car. Let's plug it in. Gotta get this cap off. I did it a lot easier to do it with one hand. with two hands, but I gotta hold the camera. Okay, plugged in. Let's send it. So, gotta twist it. That's my parking garage. It's called park lift system. It's so that cars can fit on 2 levels. It's a bit of a hassle, but it is what it is. All right, bye-bye car. Have a good recharge.